Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. It is 6:04 in the morning. It's September 1st and I am so excited for today because today is the first time I'm ever going to be traveling with my almost 3-month-old. She will be 3 months on September 17th and I can't believe it, time went by so fast, but today we're gonna travel to Texas so she can see the rest of her family. And I'm so excited. Fingers crossed she does good on the plane. I've went through so many YouTube videos, so many blogs, so many different videos that I've watched to prepare me for this moment. And a lot of tips were like feeding them on takeoff or landing so their ears won't hurt. And then, so we'll see. And then also boarding the plane last. So they don't get so fussy like being around all the people, because when you get on planes it's very like intense. People just want to find their seat. So hopefully those tips work. I'll let you guys know at the end of this video, but right now I'm gonna let her sleep just a little bit more. Our flight leaves at 8:30 a.m. and it's 6. I woke up way too early. I woke up at 5 to feed her and I just stayed awake after that, which is probably not good. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish packing because there's a few things that I need to still do, and then I will catch up with you guys once we're at the airport. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take this camera or vlog on my phone, but we'll see. But I'm fully ready, so yeah.
So real quick, we made it to the airport. We are about to miss our flight, so we're really walking really fast. We'll see how this goes. Okay guys, thankfully we made it on the plane. The baby is okay. My mom has her. We're going to take her out of this thing and then I'm going to hold her. Okay guys, here's a quick update. So the baby did great on the takeoff. She's sleeping right now. We have about 40 more minutes on this flight to Vegas and then we'll go to Texas. Alright, so she's been up about 15 minutes and she's doing so good. She's wide-eyed. She's probably like, where are we? But we're getting ready to land in Vegas. So one thing I wish I would have done was brought like a rattler or some type of toy to entertain her. This girl loves books, so yeah, next flight I'll think of doing that. But she's doing so good. I'm just so happy we didn't have any trouble, so fingers crossed for the next flight as well. Did you just ride on your first ever plane ride? I am so happy. It went so good. We're walking to our next gate and then Texas, here we come. Alright, after a 2-hour layover, we are on the plane. We got the first seats, which I'm so happy we have so much legroom. It's been crazy. The layovers are no. With a baby, I didn't like that at all. So if you can get a straight flight, get a straight flight. Guys, I literally just made it on the plane. I left my ID at the security checkpoint and had to run all the way back. Literally, the gates were almost closing. Yeah, so my favorite views are always from planes. It's so, so pretty. Bye, Texas. See you in 2 months. Also, guys, Brielle is asleep on this takeoff, and look how cute she looks. We have the fan going because our row does not have AC, which sucks really bad. So we made it to Vegas, and we have her on this bench, which is on her changing pad because we're trying to eat our barbecue sandwiches. Alright guys, the plane just got here. It's been such a long day. I can't wait to get home.
Okay guys, we just got home yesterday and I just took a shower. That's why my hair is a mess. But I want to do a little recap of how it went with Brielle on her first flight. So she did 4 flights to Texas, so that's to and from. So we went California to Vegas, and then Vegas to Texas, and then on the way back, Texas, Vegas, Vegas, California. So 4 flights at 2.5 months old. It's insane. She did so good on the way over there and on the way back, but I have a story for on the way back, but let's recap on the way over there. So the first flight to Vegas was pretty short. It's like 45 minutes, and she did amazing. She was very calm. I fed her on takeoff and she was very calm. She fell asleep right after, and then she woke up a little after and pretty much stayed awake the rest of the flight, but she was very quiet. I held her, my mom held her. We just took turns in case our arms got really tired. But she did really good on that flight. Vegas to Texas, again, she did really good, except she was asleep on takeoff, so I was worried that her ears were gonna hurt. She was gonna wake up crying, but she didn't. She stayed asleep for like an hour, and then she woke up and she was, we fed her, and then we were pretty much there. We had a little bit of turbulence at the end of the flight into Texas because it was raining and it was very windy, but it was overall 2 really good flights. I'm honestly so blessed and thankful because I was worried, but feed on takeoff or landing. If they're asleep, just leave them asleep, because I tried to give her the bottle on the second flight and she just didn't want it. She wasn't hungry yet, so I was like, okay, I'll just leave her. And sure enough, she did good. I did give her a pacifier in case her ears were hurting like during the flight, and she was completely fine, very calm. Now, on the way back, here's the story. The baby did really good, but it was so hot in Texas and in Vegas. There was like a heat advisory warning. I don't know, but it was so hot. So the plane from Texas to Vegas is 2 hours. And guys, it was so hot. We were sweating. We were just putting wipies on her. My AC on, like our AC on our row did not work. And I don't know if it was just ours or other people's, but it sucked so bad. So that wasn't fun. We just put wipies on her and we're like, you know how they give like water or like drinks? We got water and like we were just like making sure she was cooled down. We also had her little fan. Thank God I remembered to bring it because I knew Texas was hot and we use it here anyways for her stroller or her car seat. So I brought that on the plane. That saved us. So bring a fan, because that was like genius of me, because without that it would have been way too hot for her. The layovers were really hard because it was really hot in Vegas, and so the layover there, try to do a straight flight, because the layovers are hard because we didn't take a car seat. My grandparents already had one over there for her, so we had to just take turns holding her, and that was really hard. Like, you don't realize, like, I hold her a lot, but sometimes you set her down in a little chair or in her crib or, you know, to take a nap. We were holding her nonstop and it was very, very hard. So take something so they can like rest in, take your car seat. I don't know, but that was probably the hardest thing, was the layover, because she wants to be like up and doing stuff. Like she wants to walk around with you, and like, you know, sometimes you can't do that. And an airport. And also airports are really gross, so especially the Vegas one. So I didn't like that. I was like, oh, we should have done a layover like Arizona or Denver, somewhere else, but not Vegas. So yeah, okay, now to Vegas to California. I was so happy. We got front row seats, but 5 minutes into this plane ride, the row behind us, it was a mom and 2 little kids. One of the little kids would not stop screaming her head off and crying. I've never heard someone scream so loud for like such a little body, but she was crying. And I felt so bad because I knew the mom was embarrassed. Like, you know, who wouldn't be? But Brielle slept through all that. And the whole time she was just like this, like shooing them away, like, be quiet, you know? And sorry, something is in my eye. But she slept through that kid screaming for like 30 minutes straight. Even the flight attendant went over there and was like, what can I do to help? And honestly, I feel bad for the mom, but I really think she was making it worse because she would pinch them, or like it was just making it worse. So I didn't like that. We had to sit in front of her, and that just sucked the whole way because the flight's 40 minutes from Vegas to California. So that was not fun, but Brielle did amazing through all of that, and I was so thankful. I'm so happy she got to see my grandparents, so her great-grandparents, her cousins, her aunts. It was just amazing to spend a couple of days over there and for us to see our family and to meet her, because a lot of them hadn't met her, and I really think she enjoyed it. She even met some of Gustavo's family, and it was just amazing time over there just to be there a couple of days. So yeah, so I'm prepared for her next flight. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you for your next flight with your baby or toddler or whatever. I wish you the best of luck. Don't worry. Don't try to stress out. It will be okay. If you're stress-free, the baby will be too. And just remember, oh, also, one of the tips was to board the plane later. I didn't. I boarded when I was supposed to, and she did fine. So it just depends on the baby, but guys, you'll be fine. To all the moms out there, don't worry. You'll be okay. I have faith in you. So yeah, I hope this video really helped you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.